Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round 3 of the League Challenge that happened at Die Hard Games on January 11th, 2024. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants, really. More info in the description. League Challenge, Thursday, February 15th at 6 p.m., and League Cup, Saturday, February 24th at 11 a.m., both Central Time, both at Die Hard Games, and check out Pokemon's event locator for more premier events there, such as League Challenges, League Cups, and pre-releases. Please hit that like button right quick, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good free stuff. But anyways, let's get into this game. On the left, we have some Psychic stuff, Mewtwo EX, versus, on the right, Miraidon. It looks like our Mewtwo player went first, attached, played a Capturing Aroma. Not sure what they flipped on it. Probably heads and grabbed the evolution Pokemon for next turn, and then pass things over. Not the best. On the right, it looks like a electric Pokemon was benched, and then Miraidon's tandem unit was used to search the deck for 2 basic electric Pokemon to add to the bench. Regieleki V and another Miraidon hit the bench. I'm guessing Mareep was in hand and benched first. And now it looks like we might be going in for a second tandem unit. Yep. Second tandem unit being resolved right now. Searching the deck for up to two more basic electric Pokemon. That Raikou V, beautiful Raikou V, found, as well as a backup Mareep. Also, not bad to have 2 Flaffy in play. Accelerating 2 lightning energy from the discard pile every turn to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Very good. Another Regieleki V deemed not necessary here, or it could be prized. Our Mewtwo player was not having the format of the bench there. Got to go to the old school single file, 5 on the bench. Beach Court hits the field here as a stadium in play, giving all Pokemon 1 colorless less free retreat. That's how that Miraidon retreated for free into the Regieleki V. Regieleki V can attack with its first attack, switching Bolt, 30 damage, and switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. So it runs and hides to the bench. The Raikou gets put up, and play resumes on Mewtwo's side. Another Capturing Aroma is played, and Heads is flipped off of it. Since Heads is flipped, a evolution Pokemon can be found. That Xatu is plucked out of the deck there. Xatu has the powerful Clairvoyant Sense ability. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic Psychic Energy card to one of your bench Pokemon, and then draw 2 cards. But not before an Iono is played as a supporter per turn. Both players shuffle their hands, put it at the bottom of their deck, and draw cards equal to their remaining prize cards. Both players get 6 in this case. Are you guys going to get the new Iono milk carton product? Let me know in the comments. Mewtwo EX finally joins the party on the bench there. A Nest Ball is played, as well as an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards and search your deck for a Pokemon, basic or evolution. And Nest Ball, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it on your bench. Mew EX and Natu will be found here. Kind of shortcutting playing the Ultra Ball and the Nest Ball at the same time. Perfectly okay, as long as your opponent is aware and okay of it. We're just chilling here on a Thursday night, so we're all good to go. Alright, so we got the Xatu and the Mew with the reset ability in play now. Mew is going to use reset to draw up to 3 cards. Another Natu is found. Okay, not a bad second turn after that first one here. Pad will be played to shuffle back into the deck from the discard up to 2 supporter cards. Research and Iono going back in to the mix here. And it looks like a pass after that. Okay, Electric Generator is played over on the electric side of the field. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck. You can attach up to 2 lightning energy you find there to your bench lightning Pokemon in any way you like. It looks like there was one hit, or do we have the double hit here? You always want to hit double, but at least one will be taken. But no, here we go. 2 lightning energy found off of that generator. Very good. And both of them are attached to that bench Miraidon EX. This active Xatu is not looking long for this world. Forest Seal Stone being attached to the bench Regieleki V, giving it the V-Star power ability Star Alchemy, and it's used now to search the deck for any card. Add it to the hand. So whatever is needed, whatever is the missing piece to unlock this hand will be found here. Not before a fleet-footed. I like to see fleet-footed before the Star Alchemy, but that's okay. Fleet-footed draws into that Flaffy. Flaffy evolves on the bench with its powerful Dynamotor ability. The active Raikou free retreats, thanks to the Beach Court, into the Miraidon EX that was just powered up. And a lightning energy, third lightning energy, is manually attached to that Miraidon, fully powering it up. Regieleki VMAX evolves onto the bench. Let's check out Regieleki VMAX right quick. It has the ability Transistor. Your basic lightning Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then a boss's order is played to bring up from the opponent's bench that threat Mewtwo EX, the 2 prizer as well. And it has 230 HP. Yep, and Miraidon EX is doing 220 damage with its attack, but we've got that Regieleki VMAX luckily in play that gives Miraidon plus 30 damage to its attack, more than enough to KO the opposing Mewtwo EX. First 2 prizes of the game are taken, and play resumes over on Mewtwo's side. Let's see how our electric psychic player can respond. Energy attached to Natu on the bench with Xatu's Clairvoyant Sense ability. 2 cards are drawn as well from that ability. A Fog Crystal is played that lets the player search their deck for a basic Psychic Pokemon or basic Psychic Energy. Basic Psychic Energy is deemed more important in this situation, so that's found from the deck. Does Fog Crystal rotate? I think it does. Such a good card. Alright, let's see if our Psychic player can get a big Mewtwo setup here for the response KO. Psychic Energy manually attached from hand to the active Mew EX. Boss's orders will be played now, most likely to stall. Yeah, the best target would be the Flaffy in this case, but the Beach Court's in play, so even though Flaffy has 2 retreat, it gets lowered down to 1 with the Beach Court. Actually, the not powered up Miraidon is chosen to be brought up with the boss's orders. That's interesting. Reset from the Mew EX is activated in order to draw up to 3 cards. That is Path to the Peak being put into play, shutting off those rule box Pokemon abilities, and followed by an Iono. You guys know what that does. Both players shuffle their hand, put it at the bottom of their deck, and then draw cards equal to their remaining prized cards. Oh, no, never mind. Iono can't be played because Boss's Orders was played. But at least that Path to the Peak countered that Beach Court here. And nothing else to do but pass. Good catch by our players there. 2 supporters cannot be played in a turn. Just 1 per turn on those. The board is getting built up over on our Mewtwo player sides, slowly but surely, but let's see if it's quick enough to keep up with the lightning quick Miraidon. Alright, so we're going to need a way to retreat in order to attack again. In a way, the boss's orders is kind of okay for the Miraidon players. It resets the Photon Blaster attack, so it can be used in subsequent turns. Lightning Energy is attached to the active Miraidon, so it has the retreat, because it has 1 retreat cost. There is an attack and a KO this turn. Let's see what our electric players got for us. Manually retreat that Miraidon into the Regieleki. Interesting. Flaffy uses its Dynamotor ability in order to accelerate a lightning energy from the discard pile to the bench Raikou V. An energy is manually attached to the Raikou V. Now that there was already a manual attachment to the active to retreat this turn, so you cannot manually attach more than 1 energy per turn. We'll see if our players catch it. Escape Rope is played. First, the opponent promotes a new active Pokemon from the bench, then the Escape Rope player does the same. Xatu is put up on the Mewtwo player's side. Raikou V is put up into the active spot. Let's see if our players catch that double attachment. You cannot fleet-footed because of the Pat to the Peak. That was caught. Okay, looks like our players are not going to catch that double attachment. So, I'm sure it's an honest mistake. Quite a few actions happened in that turn. It is both players' responsibility to keep track of board state. It was not caught, so, we'll move forward. We'll say it's an honest mistake, and both players didn't catch it. We'll do our best to catch it next time. But for the sake of the video and the game, the content, we'll just move forward with it here. Raikou uses Lightning Rondo to take the KO on the opposing Xatu. Replacement Xatu is put into the active spot, and play resumes over on Mewtwo EX's side. Psychic Energy attached to the active Xatu, and Iono is played. Both players shuffle their hands, put it at the bottom of their deck, and then draw cards equal to their remaining prize cards. Mewtwo player gets 6. Miraidon player gets 3. And I do not see a attacker in that hand. You can attack with the Mew, but we need to have at least 4 Pokemon on the bench to get the KO. Bravery Charm is attached to the bench Mew, giving it plus 50 HP. Yeah, we really need to find attackers and power them up over on Mewtwo's side. Probably all goes back to that turn 1 where it was basically an attach pass with 1 Pokemon in play, 1 Xatu in play. Counter Catcher is played. Okay, that's an item card. If you have more prizes remaining than your opponent, it's pretty much a boss's orders. You could bring up a Pokemon from the bench into the active spot. So we're going for a stall play here. Counter Catcher stall the 2 retreat Flaffy with Pat to the Peak in play. No beach court here. And Natu's going to attack. Am I really going to have to look up Natu's attack? Looks like a couple of dice were flipped here. Rolled. And let's check out Xatu in Pokemon. From Paradox Rift. Sure. Triple Strike. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 10 damage for each heads. Looks like 10 damage was done with that triple strike to the opposing Flaffy, and play resumes over on Miraidon's side. Starting things off with an electric generator. Let's look at the top 5 and hope to find 1 or 2 lightning there. 0 are found. Ouch. Sometimes you hit 2, sometimes you hit 0. Sometimes you hit 1. Let's see what else our lightning player has for us here. We need a way to get out of the active spot. That's what we're looking for. Ultra Ball being played. to discard a couple cards and search the deck for a Pokemon. Flaffy is found here. We're going to establish the second Flaffy. That's very good. Just in case this active Flaffy gets stalled out and knocked out, we've got a replacement. Emptied the hand there, but the Zapdos and the Miraidon weren't getting you anywhere. So let's develop the board, thin the deck out, and pass things over. Let's see, a Reversal Energy is attached to the bench Xatu, and the Professor's Research is played as a supporter for turn. To discard the hand and draw 7 new cards. Our Mewtwo player was checking the basic Pokemon underneath the evolution Pokemon, debating on getting rid of that TM devolution there. A Psychic Energy is accelerated to the benched Mew EX with Clairvoyant Sense on Xatu, and then 2 cards are drawn. A second Clairvoyant Sense is being activated, attaching to the Mew, drawing 2 more cards. Mew is ready to go. Got the Mew and Mewtwo deck here. Basic Switch being played to switch into that Mew EX. We've got Genome hacking on Mew that lets it copy an attack from the opposing active Pokemon. And I think Flaffy's Electro Ball, is it? Does 50 damage. So it's something. That Mew EX currently has 230 HP thanks to the Bravery Charm, so it is out of range. No, never mind, it's not. We've got the Regieleki VMAX in play. But this is what our Mewtwo Mew players got right now. The Electro Ball for 50. Or is it 60? Or I mean 40. Either way, not enough for a KO. Our Miraidon player draws and passes, and play resumes again on our Mewtwo side, where a Nest Ball is played in order to find that Mewtwo EX. Okay. We'd definitely like to be attacking with that Mewtwo here, and we'd like to have a Bravery Charm on it as well, but it is what it is. Xatu's ability is activated to attach to the Mewtwo EX and draw 2 cards. The second Xatu's ability is used to attach another energy to the Mewtwo and draw 2 more cards. Bravery Charm, there it is attached to the Mewtwo EX. And I think we're going to see an attack with that one this turn. Energy manually attached to the bench Xatu. Yep. Mew free retreats into the Mewtwo EX. Mewtwo EX has the Photokinesis attack. 10 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So let's see. Reversal Energy is online. I like that card right there in this situation. Reversal Energy is online since the opponent has fewer prize cards remaining. Reversal Energy it only works with evolution Pokemon, non-rule box evolution Pokemon. And when you're ahead on prizes, then Reversal Energy counts as 3 energy of any type. So it's 3 Psychic Energy right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Psychic Energy in play. 10 times 30, 300. Plus 10, 310 right now Photokinesis is doing. One-shotting VMAXs right now, that Mewtwo EX is. More than enough to take the KO on the opposing Flaffy. Powered up Miraidon's put into the active spot, and play resumes over on Miraidon's side. We need to get rid of that Bravery Charm. Starting things off with that Avery. Gonna look for that Lost Vacuum. If we got a Lost Vacuum, that's the KO. Thanks to the Regieleki VMAX's Transistor ability, giving Miraidon plus 30 to its attack. Let's see if our Lightning players sees it or has it in deck. Uh, Arvin is the supporter played right now. That supporter lets you search your deck for a tool card and an item card. So maybe see something like the Bravery Charm, but no. Actually, that's 2 item cards. We cannot find that off of Avery. Looks like our players are catching it this time. But actually just going for the electric generator as the item. No tool grabbed actually here. So kind of unfortunate the lost vacuum play couldn't happen. I'm not even sure if it's in deck either, but that just would have been optimal here. Either way, another electric generator comes down. The player draws 2 cards and they are both lightning energy. No need to look at the other cards there. We know what we want. We know what we're after. 2 lightning energy being accelerated to that bench Miraidon EX. And our Miraidon board is looking very threatening now. Would be a lot better if we got the KO here, but we are still putting on the pressure, still building our board, so still happy with the chain of events here. Photon Blaster for 250 damage. That Mewtwo has 280 right now thanks to that Bravery Charm. And player zooms over on Mewtwo's side. Energy accelerated with Xatu's ability. I'm going to have to memorize that by the end of this video. Clairvoyant Sense. And 2 cards are drawn. There is a KO currently, so just looking for more Mewtwo. Wow, Boss's Orders actually being played, bringing up that Regieleki VMAX that's worth 3 prizes and has 310 hit points. I know we're doing more than 310 now. A second Xatu ability, Clairvoyant Sense, is used to accelerate an energy to the bench and draw 2 more cards, fueling that Mewtwo EX's Photon Kinesis. Super Rod will be played now to shuffle back into the deck from the discard. 2 Pokemon and a basic Psychic Energy. With Super Rod, you can shuffle any combination of Pokemon and basic energy up to 3 back into your deck from the discard. Very good. We need more Mewtwo's. Be even better if there was a way to find Mewtwo in the hand. We're going to do a energy count. We're still behind on prizes, so the reversal energy is online. I'm going to count just because I'm interested. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a lot of damage here. Let's bust out the calculator in the professor's lab today. 12 times 3, 36 plus 10, or plus 1, 37, 370 damage right now that Mewtwo X is doing. More than enough to KO the opposing VMAX. 3 prizes are taken, and our Mewtwo player goes up in prizes. Miraidon EX, powered up, is promoted into the active spot, and play resumes over on the Lightning side. The Miraidon side, let's say. Mewtwo EX is Lightning as well. 2 cards in hand, not a very big hand. All the energy can be accelerated from the discard with that Flaffy. So we've got, all of our attackers lined up. It's just, can I take all my prize cards before my opponent does? Very good game we've got going on here. Alright, Miraidon manually retreats into the other Miraidon. Dynamotor accelerates that energy from the discard onto the Miraidon on the bench. Thanks, Flaffy. Let's see. I wonder what our Miraidon players got planned right now. Okay, yeah, the Miraidon could not use the attack again, the Photon Blaster, unless it goes to the bench and move to the active spot, for example. So I get why they did that. Maybe should have gone into the Raikou here, so that way they can at least attack. It's maybe an oversight by the Miraidon player, but also I'm not quite sure what they've got in their hand or what their strategy was. So we'll keep rolling with it here. Okay, yeah, so it looks like our Miraidon player could not attack there. And even if they did, they would take 2 prizes, having 1 prize left. Our Mewtwo player has 2 prizes left. and I think Mew could come back up into the active, even if the Mewtwo EX was knocked out. Let's say the Mew EX would come into the active spot and take the return KO on the Miraidon EX. So looks like that's the game. That was a pretty good one there we've had. Looks like our players haven't quite cleaned up yet. They're still kind of talking things over, potentially. But I think the way I laid it out there, the Mewtwo player kind of had it either way, even if the KO was taken there by the Miraidon player. But anyways, what do you guys think of this video in the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.